Let's kick things off with the big question. When people say get rich, what do you think they actually mean? Is it just about the money, or is there more to it?
Funny you ask, because I think it's way more than a fat bank account. For some folks, being rich is having freedom, like control over your time, or the ability to help family. The money just opens the door to those things.
I totally get that. There are people who earn six figures but feel trapped, while others live simply and feel completely satisfied. It's almost like rich is a moving target, right?
Absolutely. And that's why step one is figuring out your version of rich. Once you define it, your path forward gets a lot clearer. But let's be real, financial wealth is still a big part of the story.
That brings me to something I've always wondered. Is getting rich mostly about luck? Or can you create your own opportunities?
I think skills play a much bigger role than most people realize. Sure, luck helps, but if you're constantly learning and improving, you position yourself to spot opportunities when they pop up.
That makes sense. Like, someone can win the lottery and lose it all, but a person with solid money skills can build wealth from zero.
Exactly. That's why focusing on high-value skills, maybe coding, investing, or even communication, can actually set you up for long-term gains instead of just waiting for luck to strike.
Speaking of long-term gains, I keep hearing the phrase, start investing early. But what's the real advantage of getting in the game sooner rather than later?
Honestly, time is your best friend here. The earlier you invest, the longer your money has to grow, thanks to compound interest. It's like planting a tree. The sooner you do it, the bigger it gets.
I've seen those charts where a small amount invested in your 20s can beat huge deposits made later on. It's wild how time can outpace even big paydays.
That's totally true. Even if you start small, being consistent is what really counts. Over years, that discipline adds up, and it doesn't matter if you're not a stock market genius.
Now, here's a hot debate. Do you think starting a business is the best way to get rich, or can a traditional career do the trick too?
I love this question because people assume entrepreneurship is the only way. Actually, high-paying careers like in medicine or tech have made a lot of folks wealthy, especially if they're smart savers.
That's so true. I know teachers who built wealth through savvy real estate investments and budgeting. Not everyone needs a Silicon Valley startup.
Right. And the risk level is different for everyone. Some people thrive on building something from scratch, while others prefer steady growth. It's about playing to your strengths, no one-size-fits-all path to wealth.
Before we wrap up, I think it's important to talk about mindset. What mental habits do people need to build wealth, and what traps should they avoid?
One thing I've noticed is the danger of lifestyle creep. When people earn more, they start spending more,
Repetition
and suddenly
is the key to
they're stuck
mastery.
at square one.
Loop
Staying
this video
grounded
until
is
you can
key.
say these phrases in your
Totally.
sleep.
I've heard of people who went broke chasing status symbols. It's almost like you need a filter to ignore what everyone else is flashing on social media.
Couldn't agree more. The people who get rich and stay rich tend to focus on their own goals, not what's trendy. Building patience and resilience really sets them apart on this journey.
All right, for anyone listening who wants to start today, what's one practical thing they could do to move closer to financial freedom?
Start by tracking your income and expenses. It sounds simple, but seeing where your money actually goes is eye-opening. From there, build a habit of saving or investing a small percentage every month.
Such a solid tip. Even setting up an auto transfer to savings can make a difference. And once you see progress, it gets addictive in a good way.
Exactly. And over time, those little steps add up. The most important thing is to just start. Even if you don't feel ready, the earlier you get moving, the sooner those habits pay off.
Repetition is the key to mastery. Loop this video until you can say these phrases in your sleep.